Okay, looks like I've actually maxed out the entire affection rank thing with this gal. So, I can only assume... There it is. I'm going to the cafe on a date with the girl I like. I want to confess my feelings to her. Please wish me luck. Declaring her feelings. There's a sub-story. She doesn't even know if that other girl is gay. I think she's being kind of reckless. I'm worried about Rena. I'll check on her at Cafe Alps. I'll be sure to do that. Where's Cafe Alps? Cafe Alps is over there. Thank you, gigantic exclamation points on the map. Oh, man. You know, I don't know a lot about romance or relationships or anything like that, but I do know that you should really probably figure out the orientation of the object of your desires before you try to make a move. Otherwise, it's just awkward for everybody. Uh-oh. Is that Rena? Uh-oh, she looks like she got rejected. I need to cheer her up. Looks like she's headed toward the Millennium Tower. I should be able to catch up to her. Ooh, let's go, 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 go! Of course, we are making a bold assumption on that whole got rejected thing. Then again, Kiryu is surprisingly perceptive. Perhaps he is accurate in his assessment. Who's to say? Who's to say? Anyway, where are you at, girl? Where are you at? Please to be activating a subquest. I guess maybe I gotta talk to this lady. Alright, hang on. I just don't want to get beat up, or have to beat up. Whatever comes first. Seriously, another scout? Oh, sorry. There was a cabaret club scout who kept bothering me, and I thought you might have been him. But you look nothing like a scout, now that I can see you better. There's a cabaret club called Shine over on Pink Street. Yeah, I'm aware of it. Okay. Do I need to just straight up go into the Millennium Tower? The answer is a resounding nay, if you so choose. Okay. Oh, I'm a moron. There you are. Uh-oh. Hey, lady, what are you doing here all by your lonesome? There's a lot of creeps around these parts. Please leave me alone. I'm not interested in men. How'd you just say? How dare you talk to me like that? I was only trying to help. You don't need to yell and swear. Here comes Kiryu. Hey, quit harassing her. Kiryu-san. Who the hell are you? Her boyfriend? No, she literally just said she's not. Okay, you're not very bright, are you? Doesn't matter, just knock it off. Shut up. My wife just left me and I'm angry. If you want to pick a fight over this, let's go. I feel like this is an absolutely terrible idea on your part, my guy, but okay, sure. Feel free to give it a go. All right. I just really want to keep on. Dang it, I really want to use the thing. There we go. I'm still practicing my tiger drop. It's becoming a little more consistent. Anyway, get out of here. Forgive me. I will do no such thing this day. You all right? Yeah, thank you. Tain't no thing. You look depressed. I think I can guess what happened. Your girl turned you down, right? Yeah, I see. I never imagined how tough dating must be when you have to figure out if the other person is gay first. It definitely adds a bit of a wrinkle, I'd imagine. What? No, that wasn't the problem. That's not why I got rejected. She was definitely on the other bus. Oh. Really? Wow, that is a coincidence considering you picked her up on the street. Statistically, the odds were not in your favor. So what, was she just not into you as a person? Hey, my gaydar is on point. All right, fair enough, I guess. It's just, I don't know. She wasn't who I thought she'd be. Oh, well, how so? Well, she had a very girly appearance, like someone you'd want to protect. I expected a femme, but after hanging out a few times, realized she was a butch, manly and vulgar. I see. She fell way short of ideal for me, and I was actually so disappointed that I ditched her at the cafe. Okay, well, that's a little rude. I'm awful. I was the one who asked her out. Okay, well, that's why you're depressed. You pulled a jerk move. Yeah, no kidding. So, screw it. I don't think that's how that works, Rena. What? I've been betrayed, cheated on, and no one ever measures up. I'm sick of having high hopes for a cute girl only to have them dashed. You're a buff, manly man's man, and you're as close to being an ideal guy as any girl could imagine. And you're way too noble to ever hurt me. So, would you do me the honor? Rena, that's not being true to yourself at all. No. What? Just because you got burned by a few women, suddenly you'll settle for a man? Don't kid yourself. Kiru-san, I think you put too much stock in gender. You think of everything in terms of masculine or feminine. Some guys are violent idiots who drink too much, but just as many men are kind and polite. There are sophisticated ladylike women, but some are rude and vulgar instead. So stop putting people in boxes of manly or ladylike. Let the people be themselves. That was actually one of the things that she talked about in one of the conversations, and it bugged me. She's all like, if men aren't actually manly, then what's even the point of their existence? And I'm like, Jesus. Good. Lay down those facts, Kiryu. Give her them life lessons. Even I don't know what kind of beast a man really is. And on the flip side, I know some girls, but that doesn't mean I could tell you everything about women. That's why we face people as individuals and get to know them for who they really are. Don't settle for men just because you failed with women once or twice. There are so many more women out there. So keep falling in love. I really am hopeless, aren't I? Eh? Even though you're a really good person, I thought less of you because you were a man. I was being so rude. Rina. I was wrong. I'll look at everyone now for who he or she is. I'll be friends with guys, and I'll stop treating every woman like a love interest. Romance has to come naturally. Dang straight. Alright, no, alright, she was a bit confused, but she's got it right. She knows what's up. Take it on a case by case. Find that lady you're looking for. You'll get there. Treat all people like people. Glad I got through to you. And so, I'll have to ask you again. What is it? It's not about your gender, and it's not about sex. It's just me and you, and I want to make you happy, so would you just go out with me already? You know I don't expect anything of you, right? Isn't being friends enough? Of course, you're a friend and I can trust with this. Eh? Do you have some kind of... What kind of magic was that? You just cast some kind of spell? You became a real girl? What is happening? Okay. Hey, don't blame me for the camera, lady. That wasn't my fault. It made its choice. All right. That bed doesn't look particularly comfortable, I'm gonna be honest. That is an angle. I'm not looking. Hello, you are in my business. It's called personal space. Personal space. No, that's a butt. That's a lot of butt. Okay, hi. That is the sequel to the butt. Butt 2, Electric Boogaloo. All right, the camera is aggressive. I don't know what's going on today. Is she like projecting these images into Kiru's brain? Kind of crazy ass, I don't even know, modeling session telepathy do you got, girl? Is this a power of the lesbian? Can they all do stuff like this? I have so many questions! Or is that a woman thing? I guess I don't know many in person. Yo, okay, so what the hell was that? I'm not going to say I disliked it in any capacity. I'm just confused. Naturally, yeah, no, okay, yeah, it was nice, thank you. I don't think I'll start playing for the other team, but there's something to be said about being that intimate with someone you can trust. Is the implication was that was an actual event that took place? Huh. Trust is the key to any relationship, really. The more people you can trust, the more satisfying life can be. That's true. In fact, I think you'd get more satisfaction in life if you started liking men, too. Like you said, I'll stick to my own team, too. I was just kidding. Well, all right then. That was an event. You have strengthened your bond with the hostess to a new level of intimacy, but that doesn't mean you understand everything there is to know about her yet. Visit her at the club and ask her out after hours. If you beat her at certain minigames, you may earn a sexy reward. If that's your thing, go for it. I'm not saying it's not my thing. I'm just saying I've kind of got some other priorities at this exact moment in time. Anywho, let me see something real quick, if you don't mind. Completion list, sub-stories, no, let's see. Is it adventure? I'm curious. Does that, I think I remember there being, like, other ones? There's like there's like something for completing a sub-story. Yeah, Yui's sub-story. Oh, that must be a girl at the other club, at Jewel instead of Shine. Huh. I see. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay, and alright. Wow, alright, you just got all up in my business, good sir. Could you maybe knock that mess off? Here's an idea. Get out of my business. I hit him with the big slap styles. Alright then. Anybody else want to have a go of it? Alright, okay. Dang it. Okay, well, the Tiger Drop is real good on the 1v1 encounters, but when there are an assortment of people running about, well, at that point things become a bit tricky. A bit tricky, if you know what I'd be saying. As much as I'd like to continue to try practicing this style. Most of the time I end up doing that. Ow. Because I'm not properly homed in on the folks. Alright, well, ow. Okay, first of all, rude. Okay, what if I were to... there we go. Alright, controller, you need to stop with all that business. Alright? I am specifically trying to hold you in just such a way that that's not a problem. I couldn't react in time to that mess. How dare you? There you go. There you go. Alright. Ow. Alright, yeah, go ahead. Alright, I gotta keep practicing. I gotta keep practicing until this is a slightly more consistent. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope, I keep kicking him in the gut. I guess it's better than getting hit myself. There we go. What I need to do is be able to do that during boss fights. That's what I need in my life. Good Lord, Rena, you made me go like about halfway across the dang country. Oh, Lord. All right, well, I gotta get back to Shine. I know what's going to be awaiting me. Just through context clues. And I just need to get it donezo, all right? I've had enough with the fighting! Okay, so here's the full-on scoop. I tried again, and I could not make this event trigger. So I decided to ultimately relent and look into why on earth that is, and now I know with 100% certainty what it is I need to do in order to accomplish it, and I can't do it right now. We have to wait until slightly further in the story, I guess. I feel like everybody should automatically be assuming what it is that was we were trying to get happen there. At the very least, okay, look, I'll be upfront with you. I will be shocked if the whole entire thing, considering the fact that we get it through the text message along with all those other Majima-related things, clearly you're supposed to go in there and Majima's freaking inside the place. That's obviously what's supposed to happen. However, I looked into it, and apparently if he's resting at the park, this won't happen, and that's what he's currently doing. I don't consider this a loss of my time, however, as that was a side story, and also an entire gameplay mechanic that I was entirely unaware of, and I had to do it eventually either way. So, yeah, I didn't have any problems with it. And since I figured, well, why the heck not? Let's just get the other one done, too. Why not, you know? Apparently we're gonna meet someone named Yui-chan. Let's find out what her whole song and dance number is about. Yes, hello, it is I. Oh, cool, it's just as expensive. That could ultimately end up being a bit of a problem, I won't lie to you. Oh, hello there. Quite the ensemble you've got yourself. All right, then. Oh, yeah, you best be giving me that there business card, girl. All right. I wonder if this is just what all of these kind of business cards look like. Anyway, if you want to know, my name is Kazuma Kiryu. Kiryu-san, is it? It's nice to meet you. Yeah, likewise. Alrighty then. I can't really. I don't want to. I don't want to spend the 300,000. I only have so much of the dang stuff. I wasn't expecting money to ever matter, but considering the amount of times I gotta do this mess. Anyway, there. I bought a relatively expensive one. Accept this fact. Anyway, hello there.
Kiryu-san, 今日はお仕事だったの?
You know, now that he's not a Yakuza, what does Kiryu-san do for income other than beat people up on the streets? Or is that his full-time career? No, actually, I'm not really working right now, so I guess I did have the day off.
そうなんだ。お仕事を辞めちゃったの?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go say I'm just unemployed. And I'm just unemployed. I got fired 10 years ago.
なんかごめん.
Yeah, that might have been an awkward thing to just drop on somebody I just met. That's my bad. No, it's okay. You don't have to apologize.
まあでも、それなりに貯金があればさ、別に無理して働かなくてもいいと思うのよね.
Dang straight. And if you ever need more money, you could just punch hoodlums. It's like some Streets of Rage stuff.
でもそれじゃ、桐生さんとなら安心してお酒飲めるかも.
You most assuredly can.
だって働いてなかったら高いお酒じゃんじゃん入れたりしないでしょ? お金のこと気にせずにまったり楽しめそう.
She's not wrong. That's an interesting outlook for a hostess. Wouldn't it make you happier if the customer ordered more?
それはそうだけど、その分面倒なことも多いのよね.
Really? Well, what do you mean by that?
つまり高いお酒を頼む人はその分見返りも要求してくるというか、アフターくらいならまだしもその先とか.
Tis a dangerous occupation indeed. I see, so that's what you meant.
そういうことあっても笑顔でさらっと交わしてもっと高いお酒注文させる子とかいるけど、よく心が痛まないなって思うの.
I don't know. Some people are just built for stuff like that a bit better than others, I guess.
でもその気にさせておいて後で断ると面倒なことになっちゃいそうじゃない?
It ain't easy out there for a lady.
だから私は初めからいくら貢いでもお客さんには絶対惚れませんっていうことにしてるの.
Understandable, and also an extraordinarily good policy to have. I'm not saying that you couldn't find somebody in this line of work. I'm just saying you really should be more cautious. You know, I like that you're honest. I don't know if it's a good thing to say, but I like that you're honest. At least you're honest. But it's true that a lot of guys think they can go out with a girl as long as they throw around a lot of cash.
でしょ? まあそういう風に営業仕掛けてるキャバ嬢の方も悪いんだけどね.
I wouldn't really say it's your fault. It's literally your job to do it. You're being paid to flirt money out of most, I imagine, generally mostly men. If there's anything that we learned, it's that not a lot of gals seem to really be coming by these places. Interesting, that. Or maybe they're just not allowed to. Yeah, I guess I'd buy that. I'd buy that. Regardless, yeah. Hey, you know your limits and you stick by them. I can respect it. So that means I don't have to spend a lot of money here, huh? I guess I can order whatever I like.
どうぞどうぞ。やっぱり楽しくお酒が飲めるのが一番よね.
I imagine so. I wouldn't personally know. Alright. Well, I guess I didn't say anything wrong. So that's good. Anyway, do you have French-ed fries? You do got the French-ed fries! Give me them fries! Bring them on in!
最近ね、何か習い事始めようかなって思ってるの.
Well, like trade school, night classes, what are you talking about here? I see. Why go back to school all of a sudden?
他の子を見てて思ったんだけど、やっぱり昼の仕事を持ってる子の方がお客さんとの会話が弾む気がするの.
Yeah, but at the same time, a second job would be absolute murder.
その点、私はお水の経験しかないから、お客さんに聞いた知識くらいしかなくて、そんなに話広がらないんだよね.
I can see how that would be a problem. Oh, sorry. The more experience you have in life, the more of it you can draw from to talk about, but wouldn't it be a lot of work to get a job just for some extra material?
それで習い事なら自分のペースで進められるし、途中でやめても誰にも迷惑かからないかなって。
I mean, it would be safer. Does Japan have, like, significantly less expensive educational prospects? I actually don't know. I know America is absolutely messed when it comes to people wanting to become more intelligent, but like in Japan, can you just go take a class, no problem? Doesn't matter, you know, how much money you got. If so, then there you go. If not, then money could go down the hole. Well, then you already thought this through. Do you know what kind of class you're gonna take?
それが悩んでるんだよね。いざ調べてみるとたくさんあって。何かおすすめあったら教えて。
Oh boy. All right. Quite frankly, if it were me, I'd go with a cooking class. Not only is it an interesting topic to go on about on occasion, it's also just an extraordinarily practical skill in general. Like, it's a very much two birds with one stone type situation. Then again, she might already know how to cook and be offended that I'd even recommend it. But I mean, out of the three, it's like, I mean, how much can you talk about dance? Well, I suppose if you're passionate enough, you could talk to anybody about anything at great length. All right, I'll just take a chance on this. How about a cooking class?
定番だね。私もそれ考えた。でもさ、キャバでお客さんと話をするのに、料理の話で盛り上がるかな?
I mean, it would interest some people. I'd say you have just as good odds of being able to entertain somebody with anecdotes about cooking as you would dancing or martial arts. Some men actually cook nowadays. I'm sure they could use some tips from someone who studied the arts. Besides, the fastest way to a man's heart will always be through his stomach. Learning to cook is never a waste.
そうなんだ。じゃあ、前向きに考えて。
Yeah, alright.
教えてくれてありがとうね。
It's the practical option. Then again, martial arts would also be decently useful. I mean, at least as a self-defense tool. No problem. Also, I personally would be into a gal who knows martial arts. I admit this much, but I'm also aware that I have unique tastes.
何頼みます?
And that perhaps maybe it wouldn't be a universal thing. And then that some guys would be all like, oh, why are you being all active and stuff? I think that's awesome. And if you do that, it's good styles. But otherwise, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the minds of most men work. Oh, that's actually relatable. And I can say that because my sister doesn't watch my videos. Plastic surgery? Isn't changing her face? Not necessarily the face. It can be a lot of things. What on earth did she need to do to need a new identity?
やだ、キリンさん。なんか勘違いしてない？整形って言ってもプチ整形よ。まぶたを一重から二重にするとか、そんな程度。
Is that her eyelids? In which case, ugh, that can't be pleasant.
もっとすごい子になると、ほっぺたとか顎を削ったりするみたいだけど、さすがにそこまではしないから。
Alright, well then what seems to be the problem? Wow. Well, back in the old days, girls just wore too much makeup. So how's this causing a problem?
あ、そうそう。それでね、そのことをした親が激怒しちゃって、整形なんて絶対ダメって。
Well, how old is your sister? If the parents are the legal guardians, then, I mean, there's not really a whole lot of options for it. If she's a full-grown woman, then, I mean, I personally don't understand the appeal of such things, but it's not any of my business, and adults should be allowed to do whatever they want as long as they aren't hurting themselves or others.
あんたからもやめるように言いなさいって私まで巻き込まれちゃって。
Oh, that's the issue. Look, well, straight up, man, it's just, I don't know if it's the right answer, but it's the right answer in my heart. It's your sister's body and her choice. She's an adult now, I assume. I never got that confirmation. She can take responsibility for her own actions.
さすが桐生さん、話がわかる。なんか整形って言葉に過敏すぎる気がするのよね。別に少しくらいしてたっていいじゃない。
Well, like all things, moderation is key. I guess so. It'd be a different story if she said she wanted to get a tattoo, but just her eyelids. I don't think it's worth making a big deal about. And even then, it depends on where the tattoo is going. On your arm, your leg, your back, whatever. But like, you know, that's fine. But it is when you try to put them on your face or neck, then I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that's probably not the best idea. Anyway. Tell me about it. It's a real pain. Yeah, now that I think I remember someone telling me that tattoos are like wicked taboo in Japan or something. Eh?
Yeah.
Nope, I have no confirmation whatsoever. Huh, that was actually a really successful going about of it. But I guess I should have bought a slightly more expensive drink. Ain't that just a big pile of all sorts of butts? Oh well. Oh, I'll be coming a whole lot sooner than I think you're ready for. Is that enough to at least get to a D rank? Oh, that's aggressively frustrating. Oh, you're really gonna be all like that, game. You're really gonna be all like that. All right, let me just take a quick walkabout. All right, it doesn't seem like much here. I don't have any fancy schmancy clothing options. That's the problem. I suppose I could. I mean, I've been holding on to this dang scarf and boots that I had all this time, but I was waiting for, I don't know, to be slightly more affectionate so as to not be odd about the whole thing. Maybe I should just kind of nip that in the bud right here and now. All right, I'll go one step above what I bought before. Yep, welcome to Jill. Would you like some nonsense? You know it. Also, apparently, I've entertained myself 100 times. Who else would I request? Yeah, I know. It's weird that I'm wearing a metal jacket. Literal metal jacket. Anyway, what would I like? Okay, we're gonna have to make up for that, so I guess I'll have to go to the rosé. I ain't going Super Saiyan, but I know a rosé. All right, then get that boost. Clink them glasses. All right, then. What seems to be the haps today? You? We're pretending it's the next day or something. If it weren't so expensive, quite frankly, I guess I could see the appeal of just going to a place and having a pretty gal just talk to you. Lord knows I'd never have the self-confidence to actually flirt with anything. But I mean, just to have the conversation would be nice. You said you don't like it when you get your guests hit on you, but have you ever fallen for a customer? Alright, well that's more than fair, but what got you into this line of work? I guess not. And you might already have a significant other then, right? Oh, it's an interesting rule, but yeah, it's one that's never followed. Man, that must make this a really rough profession. I mean, there are definitely going to be some gals who would appreciate it. You know, within reason and moderation and everything. I mean, I've heard that there are gals who do, you know, they appreciate that kind of attention. But I feel like this is a good answer, because, I mean, you should gauge that out and figure out what a gal likes before you start doing it. We need to consider a girl's feelings. You should realize that no one really likes being hit on by a total stranger. Total stranger! There you go. Out and out declared her love? I'd actually be kind of uncomfortable about that. Well, maybe that would excite me. I'd personally be slightly uncomfortable. I was like, oh, I don't know you. What's happening? I guess I'd be flattered, but unless I know them, maybe I guess I wouldn't feel safe, or I would question the motives. Anyway, either way, consider it. Yes. But other hostesses might not jive well with a customer who doesn't bother flirting even a little. Well, I certainly hope that that's something that works out. Are pants even an option in this line of work? It looks like you all wear dresses or skirts. But then again, that's not the point you're trying to make. I agree, I hope so too. She's half the hostess you are. She's dealt with all kinds of customers. So the guy you chose should be fine.
でもそれでもし結婚とかまで行っちゃったら結婚式でなんて言うの？
I
キ
mean,
ャバで出会いましたっていうわけ？
I don't really necessarily see there to be any real problem with that. Seems like a perfectly legitimate business model, and I've definitely heard of significantly stranger situations for two people to meet. I'd say honesty is the best policy. It's not weird for a guy and girl to meet at a social place.
社交場ってそこまで堂々としてれば確かにありかもね。
I mean, that's just my opinion anyway.
でもキャバで働いてること両親には内緒にしてるからやっぱり言い方は考えないとね。
I was unaware that it was a secret profession. Oh, that does make things difficult. But you didn't say that. You didn't say that ahead of time, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, alright, let's give it a try. You want a scarf? I'll give you a scarf. What's wrong? I'm glad, but if you have ulterior motives, it's useless. I have no idea how it works.
高校の同窓会があるんだ。
Wow, that sounds terrible and awful and terrible, and I don't want to have anything to do with that mess. I see. So you're gonna see your old friends? I ain't got no old friends in high school. That's the last thing on the planet I'd ever want to deal with.
そうなんだけど年々参加者が減ってきててね。ここ何年かは割と同じメンツしか集まらなくて。
What is it, a yearly thing? That sounds obnoxious. Well, that's too bad. After you graduate, there aren't very many opportunities to get together with your former classmates.
ねえねえ。
And some would say that's a good
桐生さん
thing.
は同窓会に参加しない人ってどう思う？
I mean, maybe they don't like fun. They're being antisocial. They're probably too busy. Or maybe they literally just have anything better to do. Or maybe their high school years were the single worst years of their lives and they really have absolutely no desire to live through that again. Lord knows I never want to even step foot on the property of my high school. Forget that mess. Ain't having it. Ain't having it. I don't know. I guess I'm antisocial. They're just being antisocial. Shouldn't everyone attend?
やっぱりそういう風に思われちゃうか。
Alright, well,
何度も欠席してるとそのうち呼ばれなくなっちゃうかもね。
I guess.
そうだな。
I mean, yeah, sure, you should value relationship with your friends. But what if they aren't your friends? Anyway, when you're older and lonely, it's not so easy to make new friends anymore. And sometimes your controller disconnects in the middle of a conversation and you look a fool.
そうかもね。友達って作ろうと思って作れるものじゃないし、本当は言った方がいいんだよね。
なんだ。
Wait, were you planning not to?
まだ悩んでるところ。どうしよっかな。
I don't know. It's kind of up to you. Alright, so this is honestly kind of a massive botch of an entire situation. Quite unfortunate that. Alright then, I'll just buy more French head fries.
はーい。
There you go. At the very least, we'll get to the next rank. Granted, I feel like I could have bombed this in the worst way humanly possible and I still would have reached the next rank, but still. Oh, I guess you don't like that. Maybe I should have waited like I thought I should have.
それがね、ちょっと趣味の悪いネックレス。サプライズみたいな感じだったから、とりあえず喜んでおいたけど、って感じ。
Sell it and say there's a policy that you can't wear it.
前に私が高い注文とかしなくていいからねって言ったのを勘違いしちゃったみたいで、物が欲しいわけじゃないのに。
Or they just have no sense of style or don't understand your sense of style. There's a lot of reasons that could go down. He's trying hard to get in your good graces.
それが一番迷惑なんだけど、せめて買ってあげるから一緒に行こうよって誘って本人に選ばせるとかあるじゃない？
I would get a gal who's just out and out not cool with the idea. I'm gonna dump this stuff in the item box and not even attempt to do the gift giving thing anymore. I mean, yeah, I guess the other two don't seem great. That's one of the oldest tricks in the book. You get different customers to buy you the same necklace, right?
お？桐生さん意外と知ってるね。
I mean, that just seemed like the least aggressive of an answer.
プレゼントでもらったアクセサリーをコロコロ付け替えるわけにもいかないじゃない？
Yeah, so just lie. White lies are okay sometimes.
もらっておけばみんな俺があげたやつだってなるもんね。
That is clever. Yeah, but that's only one. What do you do with all the extras? Pff, free money.
どこ行っちゃうんだろうね。
I believe I might be able to figure it out. Guess you don't keep any spares, huh? Alright, well, I almost managed to get that over the threshold. That would have been nice.
いや
Oh, well, it be what it be, and it be who it be. Regardless.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you for the check.
桐生さん、
Yes, oh, hey! That's my paw.
あ
Alright, well, she seems to be more appreciative of this one than the last. Alright then, very nice. Alright, no longer rank F, it is rank E. Sure wish it was at rank D, though. E seems... Usually there's a reason why that's not a thing, you know? But again, I guess I kind of appreciate it. The letter E is very often just kind of forgotten about at times. Oh! Help me, Kiryu-san. You need to give me more information than that. Yui needs my help? What happened? Oh, Shichifuku Street East. I have no idea what's going on, but Yui must be in trouble. I should search the area, I guess. Shichifuku Street East. Well, that's where I am. Let's see. Let's take a gander. Can I find a gal? Hey, is it you? Aha! Smirky jerk! Uh-oh. Come on, have dinner with me. You gotta eat sometime, right? I'll keep you company. We'll have a good time. I'd rather be alone. And if we go to your club together at the dinner, you'll get a bonus for bringing in a guest. It's 2 birds, 1 stone. Seriously, you're bothering me. If you think I'd go with you just because you're flashing some money, you're dead wrong. Don't be such a nice queen. Oi. Want to go shopping instead? We can get you a new purse, some jewelry, whatever you want. It's yours. Ugh, you're so sleazy. Oh, Kira-san. Here I come to punch a guy in the face. Who's this guy? Your boyfriend, Yui-chan? Yeah. This is my boyfriend, so sorry, I'm taken. Damn, I didn't know you had a man. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Huh, this blows. I'm done going to your nonsense club. Well, happy to help. I could have punched him for you. That's what I'm better at. Sorry, Kida-san. I had to lie that you're my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind, but are you sure that was the right move? He's one of your regulars, isn't he? Oh, it's more than fine. I told him I'd never go out with him, but he got all carried away just because we hung out after hours once. He's been waiting for me outside the club lately, just like he did tonight. Regular or not, he's getting creepy. And no amount of money is worth dealing with creepazoids. Well, your safety is really all that matters. I should head to the club soon. Get us on. Thank you for coming to my rescue like that. Tain't no thing. I was really hoping that would be slightly more substantial. Alright. How about we have one more round of it, and then we can jump ahead to the more noteworthy events. I'll give you one more round of these things that I think I did the last gal. Let's give it one more go! Plus, hey, it's all part of the same game, man. I'm here to do literally everything that the game has to offer. And, well, this happens to be one of said things. Yeah, I know, you're not impressed by it. Alright, fine, you know what? Give me that big gold! I'm happy that you ordered something expensive, but if you have ulterior motives, it's completely useless. That's fascinating! I wasted money! Alright then, well, this is obviously not gonna go well. Oh well, let's just enjoy the conversation.
なんだ
What's wrong?
今日もまた口説かれまくっちゃって、そういうのが嫌でそっけないふりしてるのに、どうしたら諦めてくれるのかな。
Acting cold could have a double-edged effect. Some dudes just see that as a challenge. Some girls would call that a luxury, but I guess the grass is always greener. Just be firm and tell them to stop.
言った言った。あんたのことなんて全然好きじゃないって。
Yeah,
なのに全然めげないんだもん。
yeah, that can't be good. Well, it's not the wording, and I sure as all hell ain't gonna tell them to give them a chance. I guess they're just jerks. What a bunch of jerks. Don't they realize they're only making the situation worse for everybody?
だよね。お客さんだからって、こっちが強く出られないと思って、調子に乗らないでほしいよ。
What does this look like? The frickin' Grand? It ain't the Grand. If to keep it up, why not take it to your manager? Sexual harassment is a serious issue these days.
そうする。売り上げ落ちることになるけど、 仕事を続けられなくなるよりはマシだよね。
I gotta say, I gotta agree. Yeah, I'm sure.
だいたいさ、男の人ってよく簡単に可愛いとか好きだよとか言えるよね。恥ずかしいこと言ってるって自覚ないのかな。
Takes all kinds. Takes all kinds. And on the other hand, that's pretty normal, isn't it? Maybe they're just trying to flatter you, or maybe they're serious. But what's the problem with them saying it?
私は無理。例えば盛り上げるためだとしても、お客さん相手に好きなんて絶対言えない。
Well, you know... I don't really think it's in your job description, really, to say things of that general nature. Then again, you know... Obviously, the triangle option is the worst. And honestly, I don't know. I feel like saying she has a pure heart is just lying... Is just a line... You know, it's exactly the kind of line that she'd take offense to. But then you have to be professional, I guess, would be kind of... I don't know, that seems a little too harsh and criticizing. Well, I guess I'll take a chance with it. I already ain't getting to the threshold with this one.
Oi, oi.
You have to be professional. I don't know how you're going to survive in the service industry if you can't pretend to like a customer, no matter how bad he is.
好きでもない人に好かれても嬉しくないし、そんな人に好きって言いたくないし。やっぱり私、この仕事向いてないのかな。
I mean, I agree with you, and maybe it's not. Maybe, but that's no reason to quit. You could just keep doing what you've done so far. Okay, well, I guess it wasn't a negative reaction. I appreciate a lack of a negative reaction. That's always good. Alright then, so man, alright. Gal does not like gifts, she does not like expensive purchases. I mean, I know she said that before, but I just find it interesting that it really does extend that far into the actual, like, gameplay and story interaction. That you don't really, integration, you don't get that often. I wasn't expecting that, and I appreciate it, honestly. Anyway, the pet shop. Oh, a toy poo. You mean a poodle? Toy poo? Oh, a toy poodle. You planning on getting a dog?
今悩んでるとこなの。見てるだけでこんなに癒されるんだから、一緒にいたらもっと癒されるんだろうなって。
Pets are a lot of work, but they also do have a lot of obvious benefits.
でも、いざ飼うとなったら世話とか必要じゃない？それなりに覚悟がいるというか。
Dogs require so much effort. They just ain't for me in any capacity. Longtime viewers know my entire thing about that. Alright, hey, come on, controller. Come on.
そうだな。
Yeah, feeding, house training. Phew, that's a lot.
だから。
Fun fact, cats will use a litter box pretty much immediately right out the gate. Well, if you're lonely, take me instead. No. The sooner you get them, the better. If you have doubts, then don't do it. I mean... Oh, ain't that the $1.5 million question? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I don't know. It's the phrasing of if you have doubts, then don't do it. I don't know. There is definitely something to say for taking chances. We're learning. If you're getting one, the sooner the better. If you take too long, someone else might adopt them first.
そうなんだよね。明日お店に行っていなくなってたら、これから先何を癒しにすればいいんだろう。
You ain't wrong. I'm sure there are lots of factors to consider, but worrying about them won't solve anything. Try taking action first.
そうかも。
Hey, that was an acceptable response.
妹にも相談してみよう。
I hope she's on board too. I mean, if there's two of you and you're both very serious about it, then there won't be any problems. Anyway, alright, I'm just gonna keep on getting all sorts of French fries. I'm all about that fry life, if you know what I mean. I like them French taters.
そういえば、ネットの掲示板に私の悪口が書かれてあるのを見つけちゃったの。
Dang, you were browsing the net in 2005? Oh man, that is old school. I'm surprised you were even able to find anything of the nature.
何？
A form?
なんかね、お店ごとに感想を書くページがあって、そこの誰それが良かった、悪かったって誰でも好きなこと書けるの。
Man, 2005 era internet. That's a throwback. I see. Oh,
それで
hello.
ね、私のことも書かれてたの。
What did
なん
they
て書い
say?
てあったと思う？
It's obviously something negative. I don't know. It was bad, right? How could I even guess?
いいからちょっと考えてみてよ。
Try and guess? You're asking me to guess what somebody would have insulted you with. That you're not cute?
え、何？
What is that?
桐生さん。
There was no winning with that one. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No, that's not how I feel. It's just what I thought of when I tried to imagine some stranger bad-mouthing you.
そりゃ写真と違うとか、それくらいのことはよくあるけどね。
None of those seemed like something I would outright want to say. Come on now.
正直、ルックスの好みなんて人それぞれだからね。顔を悪く言われてもあんまり気にならないな。
What was it your sense of humor? Okay, so then what did these people write?
あ、いいのいいの。桐生さんはそう思わないんだって分かったから。
Oh.
私も気にしないことにする。
Oh, okay. I guess that was the right thing. It was just you pulled a sneaky on me. Yeah, I don't really get it, but as long as you're happy. All right. Well, I'll take those. Anyway, the time is almost up, and somehow I managed to get over the threshold. Not bad, not bad. Considering I, feel like I really didn't do too great on that one. Man, I like that this gal is okay with things being extremely cheap. Anyway, yeah, alright, that was pretty good. In fact, we might go up 2 ranks considering how close it is. I dared to dream. Most unfortunate. Alright then, well, it's a good thing that she's willing to go for less. Because I don't have a lot of money to spend on additional trips. Either way, alright. I feel like that's a pretty good go of it. Once something of note happens, y'all will know. Oh, I might see my little sis's BF meet me at Theater Square. Oh, meet her. Not that interested, but I guess I'll head over. Alright. Well, at least it's close by. I certainly do appreciate that. Oh, you didn't get the job at Shangri-La? Sorry to hear that. I was gonna say, I'm not sure if saying I hope it's a job you wanted would be better or worse in that situation. Or saying it's not the type of, yeah, not without context, I just don't know. Also, being real subtle there, girl. Real subtle. Is that your little sister? Kiddo-san. Yeah, she's going to work with her boyfriend. And what are you doing here? I think it's my duty as the big sis to scope out what kind of guy my baby sister is dating. Yeah? Yeah. That's why I'm waiting for him. He hasn't shown up yet. When's he gonna get here? Uh-oh. He's not here yet. I can't believe it. Guys who stand girls up are the worst. Sorry, but I don't have time to wait. I gotta go. I'm sorry, Kido-san. And thank you for coming out for this. Eh? Uh-oh. Do you know him? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. Well, I'll see you at the club. That seems odd. Now I am left to do myself a bit of a ponder on that one. Fascinating. Alright then, back to the cabaret grind, I guess. Oh, BKB. We should be at the very end. Most frustratingly, I really only had like the tiniest insignificant little bit of a sliver left in order to fill. That's a lot of money for the amount that I had to get, but alright. It be what it be, I suppose. Anyway, Ready for a message. And there it is. Can you take me on a date today? We could go shopping. I'll be at Theater Square. I see. She asked me to be her escort the other day. She did! I said I'd do it, so I should head toward Theater Square. To Theater Square I go, and I'm sure things won't get complicated in any shape, way, and or form whatsoever. Alright. So the general subplot that we seem to be rolling with, at least at this moment in time, is that this gal's got feelings for somebody or another, and she's just potentially in denial about it. And hey-ho, how it be? Get us on, there you are. Hey, so you mentioned that you had our night planned out already. Where are we headed? Let's see, first, movie. Sounds good. Then let's go. Ye gods, did we actually do so? That was fun. Yeah, sure. I don't understand these rom-coms at all, actually, but I probably shouldn't say that out loud. She had fun, that's what matters. Okay, next up, Purikura time? Purikura. Oh, the photo booths and arcades? Okay. Oh, thank goodness, I didn't actually have to do it. You got a really cute picture out of that. I don't know, I made a pretty weird face. I'm not used to these things, so... That's the best part. You always look so serious. I never get to see you loosen up. Oh, you've never seen him on the dance floor. So, what do you want to do next? There's still a while until it's time to go to the club. Let's have some tea at a cafe. You got it. Cafe time supreme. Okay, we should head to the club. You are my escort after all. We're going to the club already? Oh, was there somewhere you wanted to go? No, it's not that. I was just expecting to have to take you shopping for gifts or to eat at some 5-star restaurant or something. I don't need to do those things. Girls who do that look like they're using customers as their personal piggy bank. That doesn't feel like a date at all. If we're gonna go out on a date, it'll be one that we can both enjoy. I don't need an escort I can't have fun with. Yui. Well, better get to the club before I'm late. Makes sense to me. Girl knows what she likes in life. Thank you for today, Kida-san. Looks like we're gonna meet my quota. Happy to be of service. Actually, I do have one more favor to ask. What up? Would you go out with me after hours? Are you sure? Yeah, it's you, so I'm sure it'll be okay. Why's that? I'm curious if you don't mind my asking. Remember when we went to go see my sister's boyfriend and there was a man walking with a girl? I mean, most people probably wouldn't have remembered, but yeah, I do it. It wasn't that long ago. Yeah, it looked like you knew him. That man was the first man who ever requested me. Oh, really? I'm surprised you remember him. Of course. He would escort me to the club and go out with me after hours all the time. He used to text a lot, too. Must have been quite the customer, huh? But suddenly he stopped coming. Why? Not an interesting reason, I'm afraid. There was just a cute girl at a different club, that's all. I got dumped. Bummer. Until then, I thought he really liked me. That was why he spent so much money on me. And so I always thought that I should be nice to him too. But he discarded me so easily. I was really hurt at first. In the end, as long as she's cute and convenient, any hostess is good enough for that kind of customer. So the money spent is no better than an investment. When you add it up, it doesn't equal love. Well, that would definitely explain why you feel the way you do about things. So that's why I decided that no matter how many times a customer requests me, I won't ever fall in love with him. One day, out of the blue, he might just stop coming in, and that's the end of that. How could I love someone like that? So that's what happens. That's why when a customer first gets me, I always tell them I have no intention of falling in love. Usually that drives them away by the end of the session, but it was different with you. You stayed with me by choice. It's not like I can stick around forever either. Who knows? What if I move on to a different girl myself? It's fine. I'm happy as long as you're here. So, would you stay with me, at least for tonight? Oh no, she's about to beam subliminal images into my brain again! Yeah, I can do that. Oh no! My brain! Oh no! I'm discombobulated in several ways! Oh! And so it has begun again. Yes, hello. So, yeah, okay, I guess it's not brain waves transmissions as much as it is a legitimate thing that actually is taking place for the characters in question. That's interesting. Why is it so blurry? I can't see. Oh, there you are. Hi. Oh, yep. All right. Angles. Angles. Be cool, camera. Be cool. That's a thin bed sheet. You ain't gonna get any kind of comfort with that. Yes, hello there. I see you. Some serious gallivanting going on in this here place. My goodness. This camera has some very devious intentions, I can't help but notice. Frolicking on a bed. Oh. Whoa, my goodness. Oh, okay, all right, you can put that down, miss. Oh, my goodness. That was almost a weapon class use of a butt right there. My goodness. All right, then. Well, that was delightful. Yep. All right. I don't know how I'm exactly expected to respond to these things. Regardless, I dare say that's a sub-story complete. Kida-san, thank you for today. Will you come see me again at the club? I mean, at some point, sure. Yeah, sure. As long as I'm in the area, then that I can promise. I like that. You better stick around with me for a while. Don't see why I wouldn't, after an A+ frolic like that. Anyway, da-da-da-da-da-da! Alright, well, that's how you do that, I suppose. Okay then, okay then. So, well, oh, now what's all this? Well, you're not who's being talked to. Oh, I did not notice. Hang on, I was just gonna take a look at my my Legends wheel to see just how many different Majima-related thingamadoos there were for me to potentially go and do. All right, take a swing. Ow. All right. Well, yeah, I ask a dumb question. All right. Yep. That's what happens. That's what happens when you've got the reflexes of a seeing enemy. Ow. 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 All right. I'm working on it. This guy punches fast. Ow. You punched me at a bizarre angle. Why would you do that, Mr. Man? Huh. Man, I am really trying to go for it. It is not easy. Ow. All right. All right. I have had quite enough of all this mess. I'm a beat y'all up. I don't give a dang. Yeah, there you go. Ow, all right, that guy's big knee to the face. All right, fair enough, fair enough. There you go. I just want to extend my damn combo. I want to do the various challenges so I can get better at the beaten up styles. Hey, but this game... Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I could do literally anything even if I wanted to. Yeah, if Majima is currently at the park, I guess there's not really much of anything for it. Not really anything I can do. Huh. Well, if that's the case, then I suppose we should just progress with the story. I dare say we've done enough nonsense for now. At least that's what I'm going to say. Can I just throw these out? No, I can't. All right, then we'll try to swing by some kind of a phone booth at some point. Oh my goodness, now there's even more people trying to cause some problems with the ladies on the streets. Hey. Alright, well, yeah, you get out of here, girl. You get out of here. I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Ah. Alright, I kicked him in the back of the leg. Boom! There you go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Ow! That was my parts. You hit me right in the parts. Who does that? That's just downright rude. Want to try that again? Oh, yes, he did, and he was successful. The man was successful with what he just did. Ow. I am trying my best to get that tiger drop. Huh. But man, when they be hitting hard, they be hitting mad hard. Or rather fast. There you go, man. I ain't got the reflexes for that kind of style. Anyway, ooh, free stun gun, thanks. Quite frankly, actually, I feel like you should probably be holding on to that considering what just transpired, but I guess I appreciate it all the same. And then there's this nerd. Hey, you! Nerd Von Nerdstein. Hey, I'm harassing you. Yeah, that's right. Oh, he's got a gun. I ain't got time for your guns. Man, the audacity of this lad. Pulling out a dang handgun like he knows what's up. He don't know jack. Anyway, you just chilling? Oh, you came, Kiryu-chan. Wait, what? I got the call from Nishida. Oh, this is it? The final check? Oh, right, that's why. That would explain it. That's right. I gotta know. Are you the Dragon of Dojima? Or is he still sleeping on the job? You're here of your own free will, at my invitation. We're past needing a reason, right? Yeah. And I'm gonna ask one last time. Are you ready to fight me for real? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. If this'll settle the whole thing with you, Majima-san, then I accept the challenge. Whether or not it's settled all depends on you. Here I come, Kiryu-chan! Show it to me! Show me the real Dragon of Dojima! Alright. I'll do my bestest. Alright, come on, come on. Okay, alright. Not really what I was going for with that one. Huh! Okay. Yep, alright. My controller disconnected, but it's honestly going better than I was expecting. Alright, come on, just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There you go. Ow! I was distracted! Technical death foul! Technical foul! Alright. There we go. Oh. Okay. Man, if you have expert timing with this mess, then you're just absolute Golden Graham Supreme, ain't you? Alright. This seems to be working way better. Okay, well, I don't seem to have a heat action, so that's unfortunate. Ow. 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 Man, I really do a lot of damage with that. Uh-oh. Alright, well, this is gonna hurt. Ow! That was my organs! You stabbed me right in the organs! Alright, oh, nope, not today. Alright, I guess when I'm doing this much damage, it don't really matter if he heals in the middle of it or not. Ow, that was a stab. That hurt a lot. Alright, I guess I can just slightly mitigate it. That's about the best I can do. There you go. Whoop! There you go. Well, it's up to you, Majima. Do you think the Dragon of Dojima is back? So close. Just a little more. Seriously, we're almost there. What? You still want more? Kiryu-chan, I need more. I know you're capable of more power than what you just showed me. Quite frankly, I think that was my most impressive display yet. You barely had any offense. You could become stronger. Don't give up. If you could keep pushing yourself, I could push myself harder too. Okay. See you later. Great. I guess the thing with Majima is not as over as I'd hoped it would be after this. I mean, I kind of assumed... Ooh, Mad Dog gloves. Neat. I kind of assumed it wasn't, considering there's a triple S rank. Makes a lot of sense now, don't it? Anyway, what them gloves do? These leather back gloves unlock your energy reserves when you're close to death. Huh, that's neat. Okay then. So if that's the case, then that means he's no longer resting. Which means he should at the very least be running about town. So theoretically, very much theoretically, if I were to find, Majima somewhere in town. Okay, you know what, enough of that. If I were to find Majima somewhere in town, beat him, then I should be able to go my merry way and get myself even more abilities. That is the currently practicing theory and idea, yes? That certainly would make a degree of sense. Anyway, bop. Anyway, I guess I got dagger mastery, which is nice. I can't honestly say that I know that I'll ever end up using that in any capacity, but I've got it. Anyway, yep, defeat Thug Majima any old where, any old place. And I gotta find everyone's idol Goro in town too. 2 times? Man, alright. Okay, but what I really want is, okay, there's the attack speed. What's the, defeat him in 3 times, 4 times? Oh my goodness. But which one of these ones is getting your strength back? This one. Apparently, just find him somewhere in town. I mean, if it makes my attacks hit a little bit harder, I certainly wouldn't say no to that. Alright then, I guess the name of the game is to wander around till I find Majima somewhere. He's gonna be around these here parts somewhere. I'll just be back, I guess.